Hey Libra, it's Christelle Martinette here with another reading for you, the Moon Love Cycle for the month of August. Now I'll be starting with the Lenormand cards. I'll pull a few cards and then I'll show you those. Follow with a tarot spread using the Casanova Tarot. And the Casanova Tarot is somewhat of an erotic deck. If you don't like things like that, please turn the video off now instead of flaming me under my videos. And then follow up with the Vera Sibila around that and crown the reading with my runes. So let's see how the month of August will be for you, Libra. We have the lilies, the paths, crossroads, and the tower. You know, it looks like someone is going to be popping the question and, asking you to take the relationship to another level, or you will be asking someone to take the relationship to another level. But one of the two parties is not ready for that. And there's a decision to be made the month of August. So let's take a look now for using. We've got the first card. This came popping out, the 10 of coins. 10 of coins. This is one of the cleaner cards. Less nudity. Let's see what's in store for Libra in the weeks of August. Moon Love Cycle reading. Let's see. Right, so we saw that 10 of coins, and now we have the 7 of coins. We've got the 3 of cups, the 6 of swords. You can see these cards are all, the pictures reflect Venice and the canals, you can see, and the page of coins, And we've got the Emperor here. Okay, Libra, you have an Aries in your life. And it could be a partner, could be a business partner, could be someone who will be relevant to you the month of August that will be of importance to you. And it could be business, could be romance, but it could even be a parent, actually, or a relative. But they will be very prominent for you in this month. I do have very interesting cards because it looks like to me that the abundance with which you start the month of August in relation to love, again, possibly with an Aries in your life, is actually takes off. And you realize that you have to put on the brakes, and you know that you're going to be going far with this person, but it needs to go slow. Then you start realizing that not only does it need to go slow, Libra, you tell yourself, you also think that, well, I'm going to have to work on it. This is going to take work. And you realize that. But then there's this sensation, Libra, that I'm doing the right thing. This is the right person for me. And you feel like celebrating, actually celebrating. And you're ready then to prepare things in the future. Now, I'm not saying that you look forward to, or you're not living in the moment. You are living in the moment, but you like to project forward in your visualizations, in your imagination, and that you do a lot of that during the second half of the month of August. And what comes to you is the sensation that you are doing the right thing with the right person, and I feel their love. It's actually one of the main messages that comes up here is, Libra, is that, I'm feeling as if maybe it's not the right person, but I'm feeling that I'm at the right place at the right time. If this doesn't work out, okay, it doesn't matter. You're very philosophical, but you're very practical at the same time. I'm going to spread Vera Sibila cards around these tarot, the Casanova Tarot. Okay, so what do we have here? that first week coming into abundance, you do get the impression that, yes, you're coming from a place that wasn't very well defined for you, wasn't very profitable for you. But now there is a change, there is a shift, and August is bringing you many good things. Just, to use these simple words, many good things. You can see that there is a bright future. And you say to yourself, oh, finally. Oh, finally, it's my turn. Now, when you finally understand, when you understand that it is work, that a relationship means work, of course, we sit there Google-eyed and we're so thankful for having, this person in our life. But there's also the side to the story where every day in and every day out, you talk to each other. I mean, how many times can you get on the phone and say, well, what did you eat today? Or it's not that. You're thinking to yourself, this is not what I want. What I want is, yes, I do want fidelity. Can I be faithful? You start asking yourself, is it possible for me to be faithful to that person, trustworthy of them? And this is something completely new. This card especially tells me that this is the first time you're starting to think along those lines. Now we come towards the beginning of the second week, like we're, in the beginning of the second week, midweek really. And we've got a situation here. We've had a situation where you're celebrating, but with who? You feel that it's before you get committed, and I'm saying to you, Libra, not all of you will be thinking this, but a good number of you Librans out there will be thinking, well, before I tie the knot and, become committed, because we did say that there was a decision to make, remember, taking it to the next level, you both decide, let's see other people and see where that takes us. Actually, you both are on the same page. And what I like about this, Libra, is that you really are on the same page. And, you're put before, either you or your partner's put before a decision because one of you is not ready, because it seems so easy in one sense. How could it be that life is bringing me to meet somebody that I get on with? Life is bringing me to a person who has the same thoughts as I have. Then you go into the third week, right? The third week is actually one of the best weeks because you feel like you've relaxed. You feel like you've gotten things out of your skin, out of your, you went on and you put yourself to the test and you're fine now, okay? You're fine now. And you feel like the communication is open between the two of you. Then, the beginning of the last week, you come together again, and for one small moment, I want to say for one small moment, it's a couple of hours a day, but it is a day. Let's say that there's a day when your mood starts to swing because you have sort of downloads, I'll call them, spiritual downloads. Things come into your mind. Things come into your mind that make you think of the past, make you think of someone from your past and how did it work with them? Did it work with them? What did I do wrong? What did they do wrong? And it's again, there too, that's just a moment, but it's not a mood swing, but you do spend time thinking about that. Now we're at the very tail end of the month. And what do I have? I would like to say we have all good things. We have all things good because there's open communication. It's going in the right direction. The development is positive, Libra, especially with that one person, that is putting you in front of a challenge, in front of a decision. And you're more positive. You feel like you're in your game. You feel like you're in charge. And you feel like now is the time for me to make the decision. I'm ready. I think I can handle it. Okay. And this is how towards the end of the month. So let's take the runes and see what they have to add to this spread. All right, let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. If I start to sing, then YouTube will flag my video and because of the music. So we've got Urus, and we have Urus bright stave, and I'll take these one at a time. Now, Urus is a rune that talks of strength of energy. Now, the month is high in energy. You're recovering from illness if you were ill. You have strong emotions if you're a male, especially. This is a strong healing rune. There's a Taurus-like nature to your emotions. It calls for sometimes for sacrifice. Urus is a very serious rune. It's a rune that makes you look and think hard at what is happening in your life. And it's not that you want to sidestep it, and you won't. It's not like you're going to sidestep it. But what does happen with Urus is that you cannot shift and slide. You need to face that. You really need to face that. Now we have Algits. And Algits here is a rune that is, well, it's Merkstave. As you can see, it's upside down. It usually looks like a tree. But Algits is a very important influence in your life normally. You don't get that here. Usually it's a protective rune. You don't get that here as either. But you've got Urus, and Urus gives you that strength and vital energy. But what does Algits do in this position? Algits in this position actually it makes you value friends that are no longer with you, friends that are, and gives you that sense of melancholy and looking back in this position. So get ready for that. And yeah, it's that, like that one day that happens, you start thinking about the way we were, the things that we used to do, how we used to be. Another thing that is Merkstave here is Manats, and Manats is usually interdependence, and there's not going to be this interdependence because you will want time on your own to think about what you truly want. And although it should be time for new plans, you're going to try to put them on hold because you need time to think and to see exactly what you want. Now, there's Fehu here, and Fehu is a rune of fulfillment. And I'm seeing this here as financial fulfillment, but just because the romantic side to the story here is something that you're trying to sidestep. But again, this is the third indication that you really need to face it. So get on board, Libra, and try to face a situation and, face it like a woman, face it like a man. If there's something that's bothering you, pull it out and say so. No one has to go with cufflinks into a situation. There's no cufflinks. I mean, police. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called. Cuff them. Putting on. Well, anyway, somebody under my video will write that. We have here Otalan, it's Merkstave, and this usually talks about money, what things that money can buy. You're not talking about that. You're not thinking about that. You're not consumed by an ideal. You want to take time. And it looks like you will be taking time because you need time. You need time to decide what it is you want for yourself from that other person. And if it is important that you have them in your life, who are they anyway? What could they add to your life that you don't have already? And that's the best part. You're walking on your own 2 feet. If they are as well, you can value it so much more. I've got here Awats. Now, Awats is a rune that talks of movement and shifts. And here too, I have Rido. They're both bright stave, and they both are journeying room. They both talk about of changing homes. If you're in the market of changing, moving, this is the month you might want to consider that. But it's something gradual. You might want to plant the seeds about a house. You might start looking for the month in the month of August, but you might not go there. I do have Rido that talks about movement as well. It's a good time to negotiate. You're going to get news. Tyr and Soilo, these both smack of success. Tyr is victory in competition. extreme motivation. You have your power goes up to the next level. Here, Soila's like the sun, great power, great victory and success. And in the love department, take your time. I do hope this was of help to you, Libra. Do write your stories underneath the video. It's so nice to exchange stories. Storytelling makes the world go round. And join me on the 22nd of August. I'll be going live with a channeling session of the actor Singh, the Indian actor Singh, who recently passed away. And if you join me, we can ask questions. I do hope to see you again, and until we read together again. Bye-bye.